All right, somebody sent this to me in the Discord, and it's about the EthanIsOnline and the Alex Rosen thing, which I covered. If you want to watch my full coverage, you can. I thought it was like a disgraceful display from EthanIsOnline or whatever his name is. We'll get into the specifics as time goes on, because you know how it is. A little sensitive topic. But yeah, man, the guy's so obsessed with like disliking people on the right that he like runs. All right, let's get this defense for deplorable people. That's all I'm saying. So, Alex Rosen, flawed individual. Same here, but you know what I mean. Time to move on. Anyway, the reason I'm watching it though is because I'm mentioned in here, and that's it. That's all it takes, dude. I have like that's it. I'm egotistical. I'm just kidding. No, but he mentions me in here, so I was like, all right, you know what? Let's take a look. It's something to do today. We gotta. It's birthday. It's our birthday. Might as well just have a nice chill stream. So let's just start this. EthanIsOnline versus Alex Rosen is hilarious. Another right wing far right incel defending Alex Rosen. Am I right, guys?
Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. I am tonight's entertainment. And today we have a special drama presentation involving a recurring member of our cast. Everyone, please give it up for EthanIsOnline. Guys, do I look like Schlatt? Yes.
That's my favorite guy, man. EthanIsOnline.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth chipmunk is in fact back in action after his girlfriend lied about
one of my favorite content. You gotta bring up Super Mega.
Super Mega after she attempted to
Hey, at least Nick is not green. Apologized,
destroy the magnum opus. Her goat has come back to start drama with none other than Alex Rosen.
I don't know why Alex thinks he can make these edgy jokes. I feel like he thinks like, yo, I'm getting predators off the street. I can make these jokes though. Like, bro, no. That doesn't excuse you for making these weird, these are literally P-word jokes, bro.
I'm assuming that's from like years ago. Like, yeah, Alex made some inappropriate jokes a few years ago. It is what it is. Like, the guy's putting in work. He's getting people arrested that need to be arrested. So I'm assuming this is like an older Tuv video, because it's like, yeah.
You get taken to court, they use this as evidence, you're done.
Look, Tuv, you're probably a nice dude, but no, you cannot be taken to court for making jokes and that being it alone.
How old is that video from Tuv? That's got to be an older video from Tuv. Unless that's like a newer one. Is there a second channel?
You cannot. That is wrong. Now, you guys may remember Alex Rosen from the whole drama he had back in the day when he exposed EDP 445 with the Predator poachers.
And he kind of botched that a little bit. He didn't treat it as seriously as he should have, and I think that was the contributing factor as to why EDP didn't get put in jail. But you know what? He's grown, man.
Now, I cannot show any footage of that because
I even had like an hour-long conversation of him. Me and him like had a debate because he was a little too edgy. That's all we'll say. But listen, again, he seems to change.
Because my channel will probably get another strike like it did months ago, because YouTube now has a awesome policy where you cannot show any footage of a sting unless law enforcement is present, even if you're not the one doing it. Okay, even if you're not the one making it.
I think that's a good policy, to be honest with you. There are people who decide that they want to like go after like, bad people, which is a good thing, but it seems like the number one focus is to make content instead of get the person off the street. And so there's a huge issue where if, like, let's say you set up a poach, a pee poacher, like my toilet, it poaches my pee. Anyway, let's say you set up like a poaching situation and you do it for content. You don't get the police involved. It's really just to embarrass the person, et cetera, et cetera. That doesn't get them off the streets. And most of the time, these people aren't going to have there's not going to be really any, I would say, not too much negative impact of them being called out on social media because they're like nobodies. So what happens is they get better at it. When they're talking to a decoy, which is not actually a kid, they're probably thinking like, oh, this seems weird, this seems weird, this seems weird. And they're considering that over and over again, how like weird it seems. Because again, you're talking to somebody saying that they're like a 13-year-old, but they're still going to kind of act like an adult. And you're going to pick up on that a little bit. And you're going to be like, this is weird, but they're going to bypass those uncomfortable thoughts because they're really desperate to be a disgusting person. And so when they find out it's fake and they don't go to jail, they don't suffer legal repercussions, what ends up happening is they get out and they just get better at it. They don't get like any like actual like legal punishment. They just get better at it. So that's why I think it's actually a really good step for YouTube to be doing that. I feel like that's happened a lot with the EDP situation. So that's a good step to take. If you want to do vigilante justice, fine, but there should at least be parameters. And I think that the Chet, he seems to satisfy those parameters.
Even if you're talking about it, it's over, okay? It's over. So I can't show any footage of that, but you guys remember it. I remember it. We're just going to have to kind of, reverse 1984 our brains into remembering what happened there.
Yeah, you're basically just teaching them how to succeed through like negative feedback, I guess. It's not a good thing.
Okay, we'll do a reconstructive drawing.
That's why I love watching these videos, so I can just get better at it.
Here,
just kidding.
it's beautiful, isn't it? It's beautiful. This has been fact checked by true American patriots, being me. But it seems like no matter what happened with the Bryant
Those are multiple of you.
Moreland situation, at the very least, Alex is doing this stuff the right way now and getting some results with multiple arrests under his belt. But
I think was it like 30 or 40? Like, that's impressive.
EthanIsOnline has some big criticisms of Alex. Okay, he's not.
Yeah, one of the criticisms is, why are you so nice to these guys? It's crazy because like EthanIsOnline is sitting there like, why are you so nice to these guys? As Alex is inside of a guy's house, a predator's house, talking to him, getting him to give him more information, confirming that he sent the text messages. It's like, that's why he's so nice, because it gives him even more proof. He knows how to do it the right way. Like, I don't care if he acts nice to the guy. Oh, I know how you feel. I understand. Good. Let him say that. And then the guy digs himself a deeper hole. You know what I mean? It's very obvious to anybody who isn't an idiot that that's what's happening. Hey, thank you so much, Benjamin Max, for 10 gifted subs. You didn't have to give me 10 just because you missed some yesterday. Jesus Christ, brother. Thank you so much. Oh, my God.
Not a fan of Alex Rosen. He's just not. So he decided to make a sort of hit piece about it on the EthanIsOnline channel. Sorry, actually.
Yeah, I remember watching the conversation you had with Michael Knowles. It was weird, but I watched it already like a month prior. Thank you again for those 10 subs, brother. I appreciate that. I watched it like a month prior. And I was like, yeah, some of the right-wing stuff was a little crazy. All right, it's a little sussy. But at the end of the day, it was still, when you get rid of the conservative weird stuff, good conversation.
On the on the Pethan channel, 17 minutes of hard-hitting, brutal criticism directed towards the one and only yours truly, Alex Rosen, aka Chet Goldstein. So the first thing Ethan brings up here is a video where Alex Rosen says there are hot 17-year-olds, but he wouldn't do anything with them because it's gross and illegal.
By the way, I think the guy was 19 or 20 at the time. I don't care if a 20-year-old says that 17-year-olds are hot. It doesn't matter. It means a little. I don't care. I think it's a little weird. If you do, that's fine. I don't really care. There's other things on my list that are higher than 20-year-olds that think a 17-year-old's attractive. It's a fine age range. I don't care. Thank you so much, Triforce Bit, for the 5 gifted subs. Damn, you guys are going crazy today. I appreciate it. You don't have to donate that much. I'd love you. Just watch the ads. Don't use ad blocker. All right, bitch? I'm just kidding. I love you guys so much. But I'm not kidding. Don't use ad blocker. Fuck you.
Some of the funniest parts are when Alex says things like, 17-year-olds are hot, but I wouldn't do anything to them.
I wouldn't do anything with a 17-year-old, but there's hot 17-year-olds. But I don't go, yeah, when I see a 17-year-old, just like, I can't do it.
Yeah, actually, did you know that the 17-year-olds that are hot are closer to the equator? That's a little dad joke for you.
And Ethan says, what do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
Now, obviously, this sounds bad with the way Alex worded it, and Ethan is implying that
Not really.
Alex is some sort of creep himself. But I think because of Alex Rosen's appearance, a lot of people think he's like 35 years old. No offense, Alex, but in reality, he was 20 years old when that.
No, but Ethan knows how old he is. He harped on it, talking about how ugly he looked in the video. So it's like he doesn't have that excuse.
That video was recorded. I don't think it's wrong for a 20-year-old to find a 17-year-old girl attractive.
I mean, we're talking about a 20-year-old kid saying that 17-year-olds are hot, and I don't care. Hey, it's based. It's me saying the same thing with a different hat and shirt in an upstairs office. 20 years old. That's not even a problematic age range. Like, it's like, okay.
I mean, if you said there are 18-year-olds he found hot, would he be like, not a piece of shit, but the 1 year difference makes the biggest difference in the world? I mean, I am 21 years old. Possibly there is a 17-year-old girl who looks the same as she would.
Hey, I guess you watched the video. Very poggers there. I like that.
Look when she's 21, and I could find that attractive. But I'm not going to act on it because that girl is in high school, and I am much more mature than that girl.
Wow,
I shouldn't really be talking to her. Even though I am retarded, a high schooler is infinitely more low IQ than I am, and there's just no reason to be talking to them. So, like, yeah, I mean, this clip sounds bad, but if you use...
It doesn't even sound that bad. It doesn't even sound that bad at all. I don't even care. It's like so silly. That's the thing is like, one of the things I feel like I'm just so tired of I'm so tired of like, being this is stupid because it's not that big of a deal. I'm tired of like kind of being afraid of saying something that's like a little like, oh, that's a little sussy, I guess. Right? Like, it's like, oh, a 17-year and 20-year-old, like, that's not a big deal. And people are like, oh, but I think it's disgusting. Like, shut the fuck up. You're not my audience. That's weird that you think it's so disgusting and like it's not gonna. I don't get it. Like, I'm just kind of tired of those people. You know, if you think it's a little like weird, that's fine. But like, if you're sitting here like pearl clutching, cumming your pants about a fucking 17 and 20-year-old, like, just please, just unsubscribe from me. Like, it's okay. Like, we don't have to. Like, you're clearly not a normal person, and that's okay. You know, but I'm looking for like solid. I'm looking for like people, normal people, to be my subscribers. You know what I'm saying? So like, you can find that a little weird. That's fine, but 1720 is fine. I don't feel like I don't feel like having like fucking empathy for, you know, the 14-year-olds who don't understand anything about the world sitting here telling me that like, oh, I'm wrong morally. It's like, you have like, come on, do you even know how to poop your pants? Wait, do you still poop your pants? Thank you so much for the 1 month medium gut from Coyote. Happy birth. Thank you. Thank you so much for the 16-month small gut. Jesus Christ. Sir, I pay for YouTube Premium. I'm too good for ads. That's what I'm saying, brother. Me too.
Use your noggin. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. In fact, I think it's probably not that weird, especially, like I said, considering the fact that Alex Rosen was 20 years old when that was recorded.
Yeah.
Alex Rosen also has a very turbulent online past.
I have a 3-year-old in my basement.
Good.
And that's like lacking vitamin D.
And listen, just to be clear, I was very aggressively criticizing him because I thought that these were really inappropriate. I thought that the way that he dealt with the EDP thing was one of the reasons why EDP wasn't caught. Like, I went in on this guy, and then a few years later, looking back, it's like the dude made a massive change in his content. Like, how do you not respect that? You know, and I also think people who don't make mistakes are cringe and losers, and they stink. Right? Like, I'd rather be friends with somebody who used to be, you know, part of the KKK, but then realized that, like, that was scum shit, and he's, like, changed his ways, than somebody who's always been good. I don't know. Give me a little flaw. Give me a little character development. Give me some kind of an interesting perspective. Give me, like, an interesting spiritual part of your life that's, like, really, what's something that really resonated with you? You know what I mean? Like, give me something interesting. Don't give me some fucking person that's always been, I've always been a good guy. Fuck you. You know what I mean? You're boring. And you don't even know why you're right. You're just like a little goody two shoes. Give me slurs. Give me reformed slur slingers. Give me a reformed slur slinger that no longer slings slurs. And it's a beautiful thing, you know. Oh, what did I just do?
I need to give this to her. It's my birthday, so I'm being generous for one day to her.
I don't think that's what you're supposed to say out loud.
What?
That you have somebody in your face. There's a window in the
I
basement.
provide her with plenty of D, just not the vitamin part.
Oh no, that's not good either.
Oh, really?
Not if it's a child.
Well, I was tired of being a virgin, so it was
Jesus Christ, this guy's a fucking idiot.
You can't make these
Oh
kinds
my
of
God.
jokes and look like this. So,
That's not nice, dude.
sorry, can't do it.
Look, man, I get the jokes are are pretty bad, but Ethan, you are fat. You are literally fat. You
Damn. That's fucking brutal, dude. You can't be saying that. That's mean.
look like a gerbil with pubes on your head. I'm not saying
You did, and you respected the change. There's a reason we're, lolling over these other idiots. Yeah, exactly. I respect the change. These other people don't change. Like, there's so many people, especially online, that like will literally morally masturbate to whatever people are saying is the right thing to say. And I'm not saying that in many cases is not the correct thing to say. You know what I mean? Trans rights, very poggers, love trans people, jack off to them constantly. It's probably a problem. Okay, but I love them. But it's like these are the individuals who like don't understand why they're correct. They are just like, oh, whatever people are telling me to say, I'm going to say. They don't parse through information. They don't have like an intelligent take with the information. They're always playing it safe. It's not about what you're supposed to say or do. It's not about like, you know, no being correct. It's about like, oh, well, this is what everybody tells me to say. I don't like people like that. I find them stupid, right? So like, yeah, man, like give me some growth. Give me some change. Give me somebody who's open to the ability to do those things, right?
saying I am the goat of attractiveness either, okay? My audience frequently roasts me for how I look. I'm not mad about
I feel that, brother. I feel that.
it. I'm not mad about it. It's fine. It's fine. It's just, you know, I thought you guys liked me, you know? But maybe you roast me out of love? But I'm also not, like, throwing stones from a glass house here, okay? And also, Alex can lift a lot more weight than me, so in this way, I know my place, okay? I salute the flag of a man who can squat 10,000 skibbity toilets. And
Wow, does this guy actually squat or? Well, I mean, he was in football. I guess he would.
all the toilets are full, too. It's pretty impressive. Now, Ethan goes on to show a bunch of old live stream clips of Alex really, really going off here. Can't lie. He's definitely going off. He's hitting the skibbity real hard.
Yeah, predators ask for a lot of pictures, man. They're sick. Go ahead, take off your shirt. Do that and stick.
Yeah, I think he was asking like a 17-year-old for. Again, it's wrong. He shouldn't have been doing that. He was like 18 or 19 at the time. Still wrong, but like I think that there's probably a difference between some fucking idiot 18-year-old trying to use a 17-year-old's like pictures versus like a grown man that knows much better. I give a little bit of a pass to young fucking moron people, right? So it's not right. Like I think at one time he was using like his 13-year-old brother's like a picture as a profile picture, no nudes, but like as his profile picture. You shouldn't be doing that. That's wrong. That's stupid. But again, 17-year-olds are kind of stupid, right? So it's like, okay. He doesn't do it anymore. You know, that's just the wrong way to go. And it's so interesting because I remember one of the criticisms from EthanIsOnline is like he'd criticize him for using minors as decoys, which you should criticize him for. And then he would criticize him later for not using minors as decoys He's like, it's not really illegal. These aren't even actual kids. He's talking to adults. It's like, dude, what is wrong with you? He's just naysaying. He's just a horse, dude. He's a silly little horse. He's just naysaying.
Stick your tongue out as you're doing it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wait, what?
You promise you're 13.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then in front of 216 people.
Now, if I had to guess, the one where Alex is asking someone to undress is not a real video of him being a freak into some out-of-context video. Definitely looks really bad, but until I find the full context of it, I don't know how I'm supposed to condemn the dude and call him a PDF file.
I'm pretty sure he was asking the person to like use to send him stuff as decoy material. That's my understanding of it.
Himself, especially when Ethan doesn't provide the full context. Like, I have no idea where this even came from. Sorry
That's my understanding from what I remember. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm pretty sure that was. Still inappropriate, but...
to be the bearer of bad news. Sorry to be the lame wait for the evidence crowd, but we all know Ethan doesn't care about that anyway, given his past, so, you know, you may as well just assume that he's slandering the dude right now, to be honest. But he does have one clip that actually makes Alex look downright horrible, and you can't really defend it.
So I'll be honest about the decoy pic. So one of the decoy pics, the Hispanic boy that we use, that's my cameraman's little cousin. And
that's who it was, his cameraman's little cousin. I thought it was like his. Or no, I think he does his brother too.
white decoy that we use, he's 17. And yeah, I met him on PS4. We're playing Madden together. And he said he was down to do it. So
you have 2 minors that you use as decoys.
yes, and their parents both know.
Don't know how I can defend.
Yeah, that's not smart. Again, I don't think he's doing it maliciously. He's just being stupid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and he doesn't do it anymore, so.
And that one, whoops. I don't know what context could make that good. I mean, you could argue he was like 17, 18, 19 when that clip was recorded.
Well, yeah, that's probably part of it. He's an idiot kid trying to do like predator poaching. And so he was using like actual minors, because this is one of the problems with like vigilante justice. This is why I'm happy that YouTube's putting in some kind of a protocol in general, because there's no policing for these people to help them act the correct way, and it turns into a spectacle. And that's why like there should be things that like give you a little bit of a guidance. You know, I'm not really too surprised that a 17-year-old is being stupid and using like other 17-year-olds for pictures. Like that's dumb, but you know,
maybe he gets a little more of a pass there. But end of the day, like if he did use clips of a real minor, then there's no defending that. It's disgusting. It's wrong. It's irresponsible. Does it make him a creep? No, because he's not attracted to kids. But it does make him extremely irresponsible at that point in time. And if that is real, he deserves every bit of criticism that could come his way. He deserves, you know,
which I think he got significantly like a couple years ago, because this was like a few years old. So do you think I should risk it for this thing?
A lot of for that.
Yeah, he's openly admitted before that he just uses actual minors as bait.
He has used them before. It's not something he does anymore.
Doesn't really make sense to me. I thought you were supposed to be protecting the children, not sacrificing them.
No, I will say as the video goes on, it seems to me that Ethan's issue with this dude is less about that and more that he's a right winger, and he kind of implies that Tim Pool is some kind of creep here as well.
So of course, because the predator hunter anti-file dog whistles are extremely right-wing in nature, he was also on Tim Pool's show where
kind of make okay. It's a little interesting because there are like people who will insinuate LGBTQ people are groomers and all that, but like when you defend the people that Alex, and that's how it comes off. I remember that specifically. When you're effectively defending all the people that Alex Rosen is catching, using LGBTQ people as a shield, you're just making it seem like LGBTQ people are groomers, and they're not. But you're not helping. You're making things worse.
I think a pedophile hunter should be.
I just decided to go throw up a fake profile of a 15-year-old boy and just see what happens.
This guy keeps getting interviewed, even though he's directly put minors in harm's way before.
So just to be clear, he hasn't put a single minor in harm's way. Okay, just to be clear. He's used pictures of a minor, like 17, it seems like, and there might have been a 13-year-old, if I'm remembering correctly. But anyway, of like as profile pictures. That's really gross and wrong. But like they weren't like standing on the street jacking off, waiting for a fucking disgusting 40-year-old pedophile to like walk up on them and start raping them. Like, right? So it's not appropriate. But like they're not in harm's way. It's not like they're having them like they're not using them as the decoy. Like specifically, they're not having them meet up with the guy, seeing how far he'll go, getting a hand job or anything. Right? It's still wrong, but like in harm's way, it's so sensationalized. Like there's no intelligence behind it. It's just doing as much to make it seem like Alex is like some kind of a disgusting individual when he's just an idiot kid, or he was. He still is young, but
on purpose.
I'm not going to say I was particularly fucking intelligent at 23 either. So
he was recently interviewed by
which is what he is now.
Michael Knowles of the Daily Wire. Michael Knowles is like a D-tier Daily Wire guy, so I never really talk about him.
I'm kind of liking Michael Knowles after his conversation with Pearl a little bit. I've realized that I respect people who are in happy, like respect their wives. So I'm gonna put that one too if you want to look at that. in the description.
He's really really stupid. He's like the Waluigi to Ben Shapiro's Mario. But he did interview
All
Alex
right, guys,
Rosen,
let's get
and I
this
figured I would watch the interview. See what he has to
Oh,
say.
burping.
Now look, I don't know if I'm the only one, but I don't really care about the political affiliation of someone if they're catching creeps. Like, at the end of the day, it just makes no difference to me, really.
Yeah, I
Ethan
agree.
himself, though, is a
Especially since when you watch that full thing, which I did, the guy's very honest. Alex is very honest. There was like and I harp on this for a reason, but he's a little bit of a conspiracy theorist from what I remember. But at the same time, he was asked by Michael Knowles, like, "Oh, it's, effectively the question was something about like how what's the distribution of Republicans to Democrat predators?" And and Alex was honest and said it was from his experience. And he's in southern states, but it's mostly conservative. So to me, that communicates that he's not sitting here trying to lie to people and make it seem like Democrats are fucking crazy rapists or anything.
political guy. He wants to own the chuds, so this has to permeate every video he makes, basically. It always has to be involved in some way.
Just yesterday in Georgia, we confronted a person who was out on bond for child charges, and we just showed up at his house with no messages, no nothing. We just had a phone number associated with an app that we know to be child related.
Oh yeah, this is when Ethan's Online had a meltdown because Alex had access to the app but wouldn't tell people what the app is, which is a good thing because you don't want to signal boost people to it.
And
he thought it meant like, oh, it was an app that people are using, like it was explicitly like a pedophile app. Like, no, it's an app that people are using, like pedophiles are using, and that's why he doesn't want to signal boost it. It's like he doesn't understand basic anything.
we talked to him for like 2 hours, and he admitted after he got out of.
You have an app that gives you Predator's phone number if he used his child.
No.
And then you found his address that way and then went to his house. Like, what is any of this technology? He won't name anything.
He just doesn't understand. He's just stupid.
Say what the app is called.
Why would he say what the app is called?
Well, if I had to play devil's advocate here for Alex Rosen, who is the devil.
Well, this is the thing. I watched the entire fucking conversation. So, like, I'm not even playing devil's advocate. I watched him talk to Michael Knowles. He explains why he's doing it. He's telling us the reason he's doing it is he doesn't want to give out that information. And it's basically like a I don't know, an AIM. I used to use AIM when I was a child. It's like an AIM messenger that people use in general, but then also yucky people use it as well. That's it. It's basically like fucking Rumble. It's like Rumble isn't explicitly bad, but the worst pieces of shit will go there because that's like their only option. That's pretty much what they're talking about, except for a messaging app. It's not like explicitly like pedophiles.com. Download the app now. Pedophile.io. Get it in your local app store. It's not that. It's just like, it's probably something, I don't even know what it is. Like, who cares what it is? I don't want to know what it is. I don't want him to tell anybody what it is. Like, nobody should know what it is. Don't need to give people ideas, especially Ethan's audience.
I feel like he wouldn't want to out his technology because then prospective creeps could watch that and try to circumvent it and then avoid getting caught. Also, I don't see
Or more people might go and use it.
anything wrong with trying to get these people arrested once again. I don't think that's a bad thing as long as proper.
Yeah, I love the part where Ethan is online was like, oh, are you providing them with therapy? Like, what the fuck? Are you? Listen, I believe give therapy to gross people like this, but then it's not Alex's job. It's his job to get them arrested. And then hopefully they get therapy. I guess,
protocols are being followed.
So what got you into
so slow?
Well, I'm 23 years old now. I know I look older, but
I'm gonna have to just...
seeing
You look more mature.
Right, I look more mature. Thank you.
Oh, Michael Knowles is grooming him.
Thank you.
This man is 23 years old and spends all day pretending to be a child on the internet to talk.
Same here, dude. Except I do it in VR chat.
Fuck. And then goes to their house. Guy's not normal.
I don't see why Ethan has yet to call out channels like Anxiety War who do the same thing. Is it because he's not openly right-wing? Like, what reason could there be for this?
Yeah, probably.
Why not call out everyone? And once again, like with this guy is not normal. Dude, fucking look at yourself. You make you.
Nobody that does YouTube is like a normal person, okay? Like, I even said, like, I could not do what Alex does. I cannot sit there and do that. That doesn't bring me joy. When I talk about serious topics, even on YouTube, which is a nothing easy fuckface job, I get stressed out sometimes. Like, sometimes it stresses me out. So I'm not going to go out and constantly engage with these disgusting people. I think I would have significant mental health issues. I just don't have it in me to do this, okay? It's too much. So, but like none of us are normal. Like,
YouTube commentary videos. You are not in a place to judge
yeah, I'm 23 as well, but I've been doing this just like him for so long now. I look like shit.
almost anyone's job unless they themselves are like a massively evil person or like the scum of the earth. You are fat and make videos where you call other people ugly with no self-awareness for the fact that you look like the fourth chipmunk.
Damn, the chipmunks are kind of hot. Well, that's not true, actually.
Guy's not normal.
Look at yourself, have some humility, maybe go to the gym once.
I just meant the girl ones. Which but I think in chipmunk years, they're like 80, so it's okay. Don't worry. Kidding.
I don't know. Just a thought.
His Twitter is @IFightForKids. Come on, dude.
Nice,
What
dude.
the is this?
I guess he fights for kids. I mean, listen, is it a little cringe? Sure, I guess so. But he's literally fighting for kids. So
This is the child predator we're confronting right now. He did nothing wrong.
No, I get it, but
yeah, this was the clip that Ethan was having a meltdown where he's like, "Why is he so nice?" and just saying a bunch of dumb shit. He got into this predator's house and got the guy to confirm specifically that he sent the messages that they have him on. So now they have the messages and they have his vocal proof that he did it. It's like an idiot with a big crayon could have figured this out. You know what I mean?
read through all of these yet, and I don't want to go through every single one. I think that'd be a waste of both of our times. And so I'm not judging you.
I told her I couldn't meet her.
Okay. Did you all discuss doing anything?
No.
No? Okay. So if I were to look through all of these, there wouldn't be anything that I might be talking to you about?
Shouldn't be.
He's just talking to this supposed pedophile on his recliner. He's in for tea with grandpa. Why?
Yeah, which is impressive because this guy doesn't need to let him into his house, and he still did. And that's one of the things you have to do when you're really good at this poaching stuff. You have to understand that there's only so far you can go. You can't make anybody feel like under duress or threat or anything like that. But he got to get into this guy's house to sit down and to explain to him what he did. It's an impressive thing.
Is he being so coy, oh, I'm not gonna find anything in there if I look? He's trying to play dumb and lie as if we don't have a stack of papers. What's in the stack of papers?
Shouldn't be.
Okay. Yeah, Mark, I'm not here to judge you, dude. Look, because everybody makes mistakes, everybody talks to people.
I'm not here to judge you. Dude, I would do the same in your position. You call yourself a pedophile hunter. What the
This guy's so dumb. Yes, obviously he's going to tell him he's not going to judge him, but I don't know if you guys know this. Alex gets the guy arrested. So, that's, I don't know if you guys, hot take.
You say it's the funnest thing you can do.
What, gender dysphoria is a bad thing? No, gender dysphoria, well, I mean, it's a thing. It's just a thing. What are you talking about, dude? Why are you being gay?
No.
Every single person has a vice. Every single person does stupid stuff, okay? I'm not immune from that. You're not immune from that.
Dude, he watches so much propaganda and interrogation on YouTube where he's trying to establish rapport with
and it's working. So cool.
this old man in his recliner. Does he think this is an interrogation?
Well, generally, getting someone to admit to something on video can help in a court of law, and the guy was arrested. I also love the propaganda line, because we always have to make sure everyone knows at all times that the police are bad, and law enforcement is...
Yeah, that is actually what the implication is there, huh? I didn't catch that the first time. I was too busy fucking melting down over watching the video because I was so pissed because this guy's such a scumbag.
Bad. And Ethan is fighting against the cops, okay? He's doing the world a service with his YouTube videos.
He's trying to level with them and be like, everyone does stuff like this, guy. It's
everybody has those days.
Okay. He's trying to get him to open up. You can't do that in someone's own house. He clearly is not threatened or pressured to reveal anything to
He does in the conversation.
Your coercion is not working. He's probably got Jeopardy on in the corner.
You might only be 13, but you are the sexiest, most beautiful woman in the world to me.
I watched that video.
Okay, well, why'd you say it?
He's like, yeah, well,
yeah, right there. He got him to admit that he said it. Wow.
Well, I said that. I mean, that's exactly the problem, right? This pedophile gets to be like, yeah, I said that. Straight to this moron's face, and he doesn't get to do shit about it. What?
Well, I don't understand the criticism. He's going to bring it to the cops. I died because I was so slow. Fuck my balls. Yeah, what do you mean? He's going to bring it to the cops. He got the guy arrested. You were just complaining that he wasn't going to be able to do anything effective, and then he gets something effective, and then you still criticize him for it.
What is the point of what he's doing other than clout?
Well, he's trying to get him to admit to what...
I don't care if people get clout off of catching predators. Nobody. I don't think anybody fucking cares, as long as they're not making that the number one concern. If you want to record yourself going through the process, I go for it. But as long as it's the most effective you can be to get somebody arrested, who gives a shit?
He did. He is getting a confession, and he's confronting him clearly in his home, trying to get a confession out of him, and he got a pretty decent admission of guilt. The guy keeps saying, well, she messaged me first, which is obviously not an excuse for what he did.
I mean, you texted her 4 times in a row, multiple times.
She kept taking me first.
I do think that
based alert.
Because this guy keeps repetitively engaging these people, clearly, you can't arrest him for that.
Why?
Because he wasn't talking to a little girl.
See, that's what I'm talking about. He criticized him for using minors as a decoy, and now he's criticizing him for not using minors as a decoy. This guy's fucking stupid.
He's talking to a guy pretending to be a little girl. It's not illegal, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, it is, actually. That's why he got arrested. It's illegal to sex with somebody you think is a fucking child. Are you stupid or what? That's what the cops literally do.
Pretend. You can't bring that into court, dude. How are you?
Yes, you can.
You're gonna sit on the couch like that, call yourself a file hunter, sitting like this with him. He's such a bitch for posting so rude about this old man after the fact. When
what do you mean?
If you watch the videos, he's talking to him like it's his literal grandpa. I don't want to
Yeah, okay. I feel like I've said
I have
enough
to use
at
the
this
texts
point.
against you. Guess I gotta read them now. You know, we all have problems like this. Can you just talk to me? The f is wrong with you?
Yes, because everyone knows being mean to a criminal's face is the best way to get a confession. When you scream, "You are guilty," they're inclined to give you more information. Like, what?
Yeah, if Alex did that, I'd be more inclined to think he was doing it exclusively for clout. But he didn't do that, so it speaks highly good to him.
What the kind of comment is that? The answer is so obvious. If you want to criticize Alex Rosen, you have to have something better than this up your sleeve. Come on, come on. You're disappointing me. I know you're dumb. You're not this dumb. There's got to be something. Ethan then goes on to imply that Michael Knowles' audience is full of creeps.
Is the predisposition for them? You mentioned they're weaker, which might be that they just haven't cultivated habits of virtue, or it might be that they just are born with a weaker resistance to these things. Is it just because they're idiots?
Are they idiots?
You know, it's so funny. I thought this was kind of a stupid question. I didn't think anything predatory of it. My wife was like in the chat. She's like, "Oh, that's actually a very interesting question." And she's, more. This is I say what she does all the time. You guys make fun of me, but she's like, "That's an interesting clinical question to ask." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." Like,
idiots.
Or maybe it was a different question. I don't fucking remember.
Yeah, I'd say a lot of them are, but
okay, Michael Knowles is a idiot. What kind of question is that? Are pedophiles because they're stupid? This is genuinely the worst place for.
Well, no, it's actually kind of is an interesting question. It gets into like a really deep conversation of like what's the motivation for somebody to be a predator, or like attracted to kids. Like, is it because they're explicitly attracted to kids, or is it because it's like really stupid and like don't care about age, or is it this, or is it? It's like it's a conversation to have. You know what I mean? You don't have to particularly care for it. It's just it's something. It's a question. Who cares?
For Alex Rosen to be telling people how files get caught, he might be teaching some people in Michael Knowles' audience how to avoid that kind of thing.
Because you always got to imply that all
maybe you're doing that with your audience, brother.
Conservatives are actually creeping on children, right? That's really just how it goes with this side of YouTube. Nick is not green used to say stuff like this too. Say it with your chest, man. Don't be a coward about it. Say what you think. Imagine if someone implied everyone on the left is a creep. Imagine the response Ethan would give. These people are slandering the left. Well, what the fuck are you doing? I found this video to be pretty bad.
He does do that when they insinuate that. Sometimes they'll insinuate that like gay or trans people are groomers, which is obviously wrong. But yeah, it's power. Yeah, that's an interesting conversation. There's some people that do it because of the power. Like, my understanding is there's some people that will like molest kids not because they're attracted to kids, but because they're attracted to like the massive power dynamic. It's like it's somewhat interesting. You know what I mean? I can get like an interesting conversation to have about the motivations. The act is still disgusting. It doesn't matter. But like you could probably have an interesting clinical conversation about it. Oh, fuck my balls.
I mean, there was that one clip. That one clip was bad. And
it's like a Mario character.
I do not know what context I can give to defend that clip. Honestly, I don't. I don't think there's any. I don't think you can defend it. I think that's a valid criticism, actually. And Ethan hit the nail on the head with that one. As far as an irresponsible manner of going about the EDP investigation and previous investigations, right? He hit the nail on the head with that one. But past that, he really has nothing to say. He really is just talking out of his fucking ass. Papa Gut, who we all know was my favorite fat online person, also.
Wow, what the fuck? Why do you have that picture, brother? I don't even know where the fuck that picture came from. But thanks, I appreciate that. I guess I'm now. Hey, move over, Nicholas Diorio. There's only one room in this double wide seat of Turkey Tom's favorite obese fucking dude. Bitch. Or tipster. Who used to be the favorite fat person? I don't even know, dude. What? Hey, YOLO.
Also did a pretty good video covering this that I recommend checking out.
Yeah, me too, dude. I recommend that as well.
Some decent points.
Is it that's the driver? Are they born this way? Is it some combination?
Why are you asking him? He doesn't know.
You're right. He doesn't know. That's the same thing I said in that conversation. He doesn't really know these things. Sure.
Well,
but like you're unreasonable in every criticism, so this criticism from you means nothing.
True. That's so base, dude. What a smart fucking guy. Probably has a nice dick, dude. What the fuck am I saying?
I don't know how much.
No, yeah, there you go. He doesn't know.
A straight guy goes to prison, and then all of a sudden he's a gay guy. I don't know. That's kind of wouldn't seem genetic to me.
True.
But
I mean, I'm sure under incredible environmental distress, like yeah, you're gonna have a shift, but most people aren't going to fucking prison where sometimes they have to become someone's bitch to survive.
Wouldn't be that he was abused as a kid. Maybe it's just some other. So I guess I'm just trying to.
Dude, these guys never.
If you want to hear my take on those things, you can go watch the full conversation I have in the description. I don't feel like going through it again. The problem with this video isn't like in my video. I was reasonable. I'm like, yeah, he doesn't know these answers to this. Yeah, it's a good, like, this, Ethan's, everything that Alex does is wrong, according to Ethan. He doesn't know why he's wrong. So, like, that's what it boils down to. If he was being reasonable, it's like, oh yeah, Alex is doing a great job, but the conversation with Michael Knowles was cringe. That would be fine. I wouldn't care. But that's not what this video is. This video is an attempt to completely slam against Alex for catching predators the right way. It's insane.
So after seeing this, you can
that's pretty base. That's pretty base, dude. Pretty base.
Expect some drama to come of it, right? You can expect that Alex Rosen, who is very, an online person, he's out there, he's making content, is probably going to see it. And he's probably going to have some kind of problem with what Ethan's saying, right?
Yeah, he had like a whole fight with them on Twitter, and I should have watched his reaction to EthanIsOnline, but I didn't get around to it. I'm missing one thing. I got 8 seconds. Oh, fuck.
And I mean, why wouldn't he? So Alex saw the hit piece, and he was none too happy about it, got him a bit riled up. So he made this tweet saying, look at this little dork making a hit piece on me. Hey, at EthanIsOnline, bro. Why is that your at? What's, like, I get it's...
That's like a meme. It's like, oh, it's P, it's immature, but I'm such a mature guy, so it's like, it's just like kind of ironic, but it's not ironic.
It's like funny irony, but I feel like poop would have been better. Let's call in on a live stream and we can debate all of your dumbass points. And you can ask me about the same tired ass clips that every other talentless reaction YouTuber has for the past 3 years.
Damn, kind of based.
What do you
wait? Am I one of those? Oh fuck.
Say? And then Alex replied, showing that the guy who he confronted in the video was actually arrested. So right off the bat, this makes Ethan's video kind of hard to back up because he says in the clip we've seen twice now that there's no way to arrest someone and he did nothing illegal. Meanwhile,
and again in that conversation, and this is the thing that EthanIsOnline said that he watched the full thing, or at least it was insinuated when he shows it on the screen. Although I actually think he later on said, I can't get through this, and turned it off. In that video, like very early on, I'm pretty sure too, the guy, like, dude's like, I got like 40 or 30 plus convictions. I'm like, that's impressive. That's impressive. Like, that's why I watched the video. Like, I think after the Michael Knowles conversation, in my opinion, is when Alex Rosen started to make a couple of the rounds. I saw that and I watched it and I'm like, oh shit, like this guy is like reformed. That's awesome. And then I saw other people who probably also saw the same Daily Wire thing. I think I saw Mudahar talk to Alex Rosen. Like the guy got like a little bump, and like you deserve a little credit for fucking making a pretty big change as a person. Like why not? You know? So, and then Ethan saw it and started crying like a bitch.
Oh, here we have Alex Rosen literally getting this particular dude arrested, and he has proof for it. Kind of makes Ethan's video hard to defend. Now, the comments of this tweet are a bunch of people claiming that Ethan himself is a predator because he doesn't like Alex. They're saying you can't criticize people like Alex.
Yeah, this is the thing. In my video, I said like he's not a predator. I don't think. But what I said is that like people are gonna think that you are one based on your criticisms of Alex, and the people who do, like, I get it. Because you go so hard to defend, like, and even empathize with these fucking people too much. Like, he criticized, one of the criticisms, unironically, that he gives is like, why aren't you giving them mental health treatment? Are you paying for their therapy? And it's like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's not Alex's job. He's getting them into the system so that the system, if it worked correctly, would potentially give them therapy. But like, like you're criticizing him for this is insane. You're my favorite fat person, Papa God. Thank you. Oh, thanks, man. I really appreciate that. That makes me feel really good about myself. I like that, man. Thank you, brother.
Alex, without being a sympathizer or a PDF file yourself, a little bit of a JPEG over here. No matter how bad Ethan's arguments may be, I think that's very silly to say. I think that's dumb to even imply. There's no even inkling that Ethan is attracted to children. And I know that's not the same charitability he would lend to people that he even mildly disagrees with, like Michael Knowles, because...
No, but I mean, this is the thing. He's putting out this, and again, I don't think that he is either, but you're putting out all this, like, energy of hating Alex Rosen in such a, you know... unintelligent way. Of course people are going to clap back with the same shit. You're going to get the same energy that you put out there.
You know, he's got to imply that his audience is files who are trying to circumvent technology that Alex Rosen's talking about on the show, or he's got to imply that Tim Pool or his audience is full of creeps, because obviously that's just the way to go, right? I know Ethan would never afford that to anyone else, but in fairness, I don't think that Ethan is attracted to anything like that. So Ethan responds by saying, "Did you arrest him, Alex? This freak is way too..."
I guess he's just attracted to women that look like little boys. Incredible. So, by the way, thank you to Hunter for the 5,000. I don't know if I told you. Sorry, that was probably a little rude. My bad. Anyway, thank you for the $5.
To debate him. No free clout. Sorry, creep. Now, obviously, Alex didn't personally arrest him, but what he did do was point the police toward the creep, get him investigated, and then he was arrested by them, which is a good result in my opinion. And to say Alex had nothing to do with that is just
that's a hot take, dude.
Silly, because you can draw a through line here. This whole no free clout thing is really funny to me too, because like him or not, Alex is more popular than Ethan is. I mean, not to do like a whole dick measuring contest here, but like this is obvious. And if Ethan wants to bring up popularity or relevancy, I feel like it's worth saying. So in the replies here on Twitter, this dude goes, "You're a fucking P-word defender. I'd smack one like you," threatening violence
got him.
On Ethan over here, I guess, threatening to do a little bit of a WWE smack.
Give him a little bit of a kiss.
Smackdown. Ethan responded saying he didn't watch the video, and then this guy says, "There is zero reason to bash someone who is actively looking for P-words and exposing them. You legit think that someone posing as a minor is worse?"
Again, unless they were doing it the wrong way.
Than someone thinking the person they're texting is a minor. Ethan then says, "Posing as a minor, posing as a P-word, letting most of them get away, using actual pictures of minors as bait. He's just a clout shark. You guys are really silly."
These are things that happened in the past, though, and he's obviously changed. Like, he doesn't use those people anymore, so it's like he doesn't use like minors anymore. So
for believing his BS. The final reply here is from another person who says that believing a conviction rate related to Alex Rosen is a lot easier than pretending you're on a moral high ground. Now, Alex was not going to take all this lying down, so he responded saying, "You have no clout and you have no point. Our work is regularly involved in court proceedings. They played an entire video of ours and had me testify before they sentenced the guy we confronted to 120 plus years not even a week ago."
Damn, dude. He's not even going to be able to have sex with that amount of time because he likes children. Okay, that was a weird joke.
We've had people arrested on enticement.
The guy arrested, not anyone else. I don't know if that was clear.
Luring, etc. charges from what you call pretending to be a little girl. You don't know how a sting operation works. And by the way, if you think decoying is creepy, that's fine, but I'd like for you to go ahead and extend that to all of our decoys too, some of whom are victims themselves, responsible for putting many dangerous people away for decades.
That's fair. I mean, that might be something that they really want to do because, you know, they got harmed as a kid and they're like, oh, you know what, I would love to. It's a fucked up thing, but like they might want to be like, oh, I want to help you, and like I know how to act like a kid that's being taken advantage of because I was a kid. Like that's kind of fucked up, but like it does make sense, man. Thank you so much for the $10 from Apocalypse. This is me wishing you a super happy birthday. Love your streams. I hope this year is prosperous and brings you and your wife great happiness. Keep up the great work. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the $5 from a rending raper. Wait, rapier. Yikes. Sorry about that, buddy. I have a fat friend in real life, so you're my second favorite fat person, but it's close. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. That's very nice.
They're all older than I am. Are they creepy as well? You can't debate because you don't know what you're talking about. Pretty long, detailed response here if everything he says is true, which based on the videos it seems to be, unless this is some Mama Max situation, there's something I'm missing. And
I mean, the guy's actually getting like results of the Mama Max situation. That guy's a fucking pathetic embarrassment, that Mama Max guy.
Alex is just lying about all of this. Then it's kind of hard to argue with him, right? Which
I think it's hard to. I mean, he has so much information. There's like no way. If he somehow kept out the lie, that would be another level of impressive.
Is why Ethan didn't, and instead he just called Alex a joke and really didn't give any kind of rebuttal. They went back and forth a few times trying to debate the same points, and honestly, it just kind of went in circles. They're not really getting anywhere here. Ethan is unmoving in his position that Alex is just a clout shark. Alex is unmoving in his position that Ethan is a dork. Now, to be clear,
that's pretty true, though. He's right about that.
One of my problems with the would-be creep hunters is sometimes they will do it for clout or money instead of actually doing the right thing and getting convictions. Like
True, and I think, again, like that Alex was that person when he did the EDP thing. But he's changed, so cool. Good for him.
And with Matt,
we love a little growth.
God rest his soul.
Joseph Anthony Rogan, Leviathans are coming for you.
But in the case of Alex, it's hard to argue with him. Even if I am to believe he's doing it for clout, the fact that he's been getting people arrested is pretty hard to argue with. The end result is a net positive. Alex also went out of his way to message Ethan, and Ethan basically just called him a creep. So why?
Oh, got him. He got a smelly ass. Reminds me of that Eric Bisnick guy from TikTok who I have a video on my old main channel. And he was talking to little like kids, like 14, I think it was, year old girls, asking them how their asses smelled. And he was doing this under the guise of being some kind of a mental health counselor. So pretty gross.
Why is he calling him a creep? Why is that? I keep hearing from Ethan that Alex is somehow an evil person and a degenerate himself. So what is this all about?
Same here, man. Goon squad.
How is he a pervert hiding in plain sight?
You can't really praise someone that has said the N-word with a hard R.
Oh, I can.
And doesn't apologize for it.
Well, it's over. Ladies and gentlemen, Tub has been lost to the woke mind virus.
I mean, that is, it's a good point that he's saying. You really shouldn't be doing that. Unless they deserved it. I'm kidding. That's fair. But, you know, I don't care. It's not good. I hope he doesn't say it anymore. But, you know, if he's putting away predators, in my opinion, I think he could say whatever slurs he wants. Because I care more. I actually dislike pedophiles. This is a hot take. I dislike pedophiles more than racists. I don't know if you guys know that. I know that you guys might cancel me for that one. That's a pretty hot take. Am I right, guys? But it's true.
It's all right. I'm going to get him on Alpha Brain and get him in the gym. We can save him, okay? We can save him from being totally owned and paused by the powers that be. I'm going to make Tuv red-pilled, okay? I'm going to bring Tuv to the Kekistani side. He'll be fighting for you guys in no time. So when all this went down with EDP445, a few people posted threads on Twitter and eventually posted videos saying that Alex himself had a weird past, including Tuv. So the first allegations are just that he made some super, super edgy statements, which he did do that.
Yeah, I think that's an old video of Tuv. Like, I think that's because I said the same thing back then, too. So I wouldn't fault him for saying those things that he said.
And then he shows the video that I originally showed of Alex saying the N-word. He says it multiple times, bro. He says it multiple times.
Dude, you can't say on the live stream. It's bad. Dude, then you're gonna get offended and report us. Probably a fucking angry or something.
So,
Jesus Christ, brother, what the hell?
When it comes to the N-word stuff,
I remember his like friend reached out to me. He's like, no, the guy's nice. He's a nice guy. And his friend was black, and I was like, dude, get out of here. He probably is a nice guy, but he's a little fucking racist. You know?
I mean, do I really have to say this again for the 15th fucking time? For the honestly 1500th time, I don't care. You guys know me. I'm a bit of a onceler from the Lorax, and
I mean, I saw that fucking Fortnite clip, bro. It was a little wild. Thank you so much for the $10 from Tom, or 10 pounds. I don't need any more pounds, but I appreciate that. My dad is fat, so you're my second favorite fat role model. Happy birthday. Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
That way, you know, I speak for the trees, and I've got this whole Thneed thing going on where I speak for the trees, and then like there's this like Thneed guy going on, and like the Lorax. I don't remember what happens in that movie. Do I actually have a Bart Simpson head? By the way, everyone keeps saying I have a Bart Simpson.
I can kind of see it now that you're pointing it out. Sure.
Head. If this is true, please let me know.
Jesus Christ, man, what the hell are you doing?
It's important. Survey says
you look like a legitimate fuckboy right now, or you're trying to be one. Is this him now? That's wild. Oh my god.
Yes, I do have a Bart Simpson shaped head. Eat my shorts. And the other stuff here are some pretty raunchy jokes Alex made about kids, which are, you know, the clips we've already seen really from the Ethan video.
I have a 3-year-old in my basement that's like lacking vitamin D. I need to give this to her. It's my birthday, so I'm being generous for one day to her.
I don't think that's what you're supposed to say out loud.
What?
That you have somebody in your face.
I provide her with plenty of D, just not the vitamin part.
Oh no, that's not good either.
Oh, really?
Not as a child.
Well, I was tired of being a virgin, so
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know why Alex thinks he can make these edgy jokes. I feel like he thinks like, yo, I'm getting predators off the street. I can make these jokes though. Like, bro, no. That doesn't excuse you for making these weird, these are literally P-word jokes, bro. You get taken to court, they use this as evidence, you're done.
I don't know what that means, but...
Okay. He's homophobic too, shocker. As his cameraman encourages someone to commit. Yeah, I talked about that in my last video. Like, they just tell someone to end their life, and it's like, you don't do that. Especially if you're talking to someone with
Oh, I do it. I'm just kidding.
mental illness. Liking children is a
Oh, I do it.
mental illness, because they might do it.
sucks at night. Queer.
Well, I mean, if no offense, but I mean, I'm not super concerned if somebody who likes kids that way takes their own life. It's not really on my top list of priorities or concerns to care about that. I think we should provide the mental health resources, sure, but like if they were to succumb to that, I would be. It's probably a net positive. Thank you so much for the $5 from a generic user. I almost said Genie Crusader. Change your name to Genie Crusader. 1029. Happy birthday, Papa. Keep it up the grind out. Keep up grinding out content. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. I love you so much.
Hey, Chris. Chris, you know what you need to do with your life after this? End it.
Sorry.
He's a P-word profiting off exposing P-word. Is he a P-word? I don't know. If he has the... Dude, literally in my last video, I don't know if you guys saw, but I literally said there was a rumor going around that Alex had child images in his phone.
Oh,
the illegal versions of child images. That's what I said in my video. If that's true, I don't know, but the way he's acting with these children, bro...
All right, so I'm going to say these jokes are crass. They are wild. They are raunchy.
You know what I think? Because that was probably in 2020. I think that just like the overall atmosphere back then was very different than it is now. And I think the reason why, and even me now, I have like probably a decent amount of like less empathy left in me is because of all like the empathy fatigue and the woke fatigue that was going on in like 2020. Like I'm still a leftist. Well, not leftist. I'm still like progressive. I'm more left leaning on all my policies and everything like that. But I'm so burnt out on like this forced caring about everything. You know, it's actually insane. And I think that's where I'm at. I'm on woke and empathy burnout. And that's why like I care less than I probably should that he said those things, which is like still wrong. But I'm kind of like, gee, like it's enough is enough. Like, you know, every day we all get offended by something else, and this happens and this happens, and I'm just kind of tired of it. So maybe I could be a little more empathetic, be like, yeah, that's like shittier than I'm saying, I guess. But also, dude, I'm over, I'm over caring too much. You know what I mean? 2020 was wild. 2021 too. Even 2022 was wild too. Thank you so much for the $5 from Harrison V. Hello, poo poo gut. First time catching the stream. Love your videos. Keep up your head, King. Keep your head up, King. Thank you. I appreciate that. I usually say to somebody when they're in a bad mood. And I'm not in a bad mood. Just want to let you know I'm doing good. But thank you. I'm going to fart.
But unless there is direct proof of Alex expressing attraction to a child, or there's direct proof of him messaging a child, I feel like to imply that he's some kind of creep is just wrong. I have friends on YouTube like Brody TV who, to my knowledge, have never done anything creepy, okay? And I don't think they would.
Fuck is Brody? I don't care.
Do anything creepy. I think Brody TV is a good guy. He also loves to joke about fucking kids, and it's...
All right, it's a little weird.
It's, you know, it's too much for some people. I get that. Sometimes it's a little much for me. But, like, a joke is a joke at the end of the day. And as for him telling one of the creeps he caught to end their life,
yeah, I mean, sure. I think there's probably also a difference between what joke you say around like just your friends versus on the internet. That's probably two different things. If you're going on the internet making those jokes, it's a little bit more concerning, I'd say. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying it's good. I'm on YouTube right now, so I'm not saying that. I'm not saying...
On my way to my Republican arc? Never, dude. No, thank you. I don't think that's ever going to happen.
That telling creeps, that is good. I'm not. Now, there's a very concerning clip from this video where Alex seems to admit to using real images of a minor. It's the same video that Ethan used prior, and that was in order to catfish people into meeting him in person so they could catch them, you know, in the Chris Hansen style.
Here's a video of him admitting to using real minors as decoys to lure P-words, which is illegal.
Okay, so I'll be honest about the decoy pics. So one of the decoy pics, the Hispanic boy that we use, that's my cameraman's little cousin. And the white decoy that we use, he's 17. And yeah, I met him on PS4. We're playing Madden together, and he said he was down to do it. So yeah, that's where I get the decoy pictures from.
Isn't like every Madden every year the same fucking game, but barely any changes? Why do you guys keep buying new ones?
the year old, the ones that are like a singular year old, are like $1 in like the fucking bargain bin, you know?
How old is the Latin guy, the kid?
He is 16.
So you have 2 minors that you use as decoys.
Oh, base.
Yes, and their parents both know.
Dude, you can't, you like, that's actually legal, because I remember
I guess at least the parents know. I don't know.
I remember watching To Catch a P-Word with Chris Hansen, the actual show, the professional show. They would always use an 18 or 19-year-old that looks very young. You can't actually use a minor because that's endangering minor.
Now, once again, if this is true, this is actually disgusting. That is horrible, and it's a very, very valid criticism against Alex. In my opinion, the only...
I don't think it's like horribly disgusting. I mean, it's bad. I don't know. I just feel like that's a little, like, it's wrong. You're being fucking stupid, Alex. You know what I mean? You're being a fucking moron. But this was years ago, so who cares?
one from the tub video that I've seen that really stands up, and the same goes for the Ethan thing, right? That is a completely valid criticism. With these new videos he's doing, I certainly hope that's not the case. But these clips seem to be where the allegations that Ethan propagated are coming from, and that's why he didn't seem to have any real context for it or be able to explain it, because he just got it from another video, and Toph probably got it from, I don't know, Twitter or something, and those people got it from...
Yeah, that's where we got it from Twitter.
Someone who had...
Or maybe not Twitter. People sent it to me. Holy fuck, almost that.
The actual context, and now we just don't fucking know. Overall, I think there are some legitimate criticisms to be made of the Predator Poacher's old work, and they should be called out for that, no doubt. I think if that thing about using real illegal material is real, then that deserves to be criticized to the ends of the earth. Like, there's no defending that, right? Sure. I don't want to make it seem like I have a vested interest here in defending Alex Rosen, because I don't know him, I don't really watch his videos, and so from that perspective, like, I don't really have a stake.
Oh, so you like it when kids get pedophiled? You don't watch this guy's videos? Oh my god.
In this game. What I do have a stake in is making sure that, you know, the criticism kind of adds up and fucking matters. And this seems to be the only point that Ethan got him on, which is a valid point. But what Ethan did here, instead of making a well-done, constructive piece about the misconduct of their work, is make a very lazy, poorly researched hit piece, and it seems to have been made mostly because Alex is right-wing, and, oh, we gotta own the right-wingers, even when they're doing nothing wrong, and it has nothing to do with their politics whatsoever, right? Like, that's basically the messaging that Ethan likes to push on his channel, right? And, like, if you want to do that, do that, but don't, like, conflate arguments and make it seem like it's something it's not.
Anyway, go touch some grass.
Dude, go to the gym.
Okay. I'm genuinely curious. Is Tom going to the gym? Because I've been going to the gym, dude. I've been showing off my muscles a little bit lately. You know, I've been doing. I'm not gonna do it now. I don't want to embarrass anybody, specifically myself. But you know, I'm just curious. Are you actually going to the gym, or is just like the new like red pill meme? You know.
Please, I'll help you. Okay, I will take you.
Oh shit! He's in the gym. He's in a Planet.
Personally.
What gym is this? Is this like a Blink?
We will have you benching an impressive weight in no time, okay?
Wow, is this a real thing? What is he doing here?
I'll help you, okay? I will take you there personally. We will have you benching an impressive weight in no time, okay? And I'm not saying I'm the biggest dude in the world, but I am saying that I have a little bit of room to talk, and I'm also saying...
Wow, dude, those are some big dumbbells.
That Ethan is really fat. With that being said,
Oh my god.
reached out to Alex Rosen for an interview, and he agreed. So I will extend the same offer to Ethan.
Oh, cool. That'll be fun to watch.
This whole free cloud thing doesn't really work because I have more subscribers on my second channel than he has on his main, so I would be doing him a favor, truly. I'd love to see a conversation between these guys where Ethan defends his points and Alex defends his. Maybe Ethan has more.
He's hitting those fucking chest flies, dude. I don't use any machine work except for like lat pull downs because I'm too fat to fucking do pull-ups. Is fucking pathetic.
Of a point than I think, and he can own him in the marketplace of ideas. And I'll tell you what, I won't even talk about the super mega stuff once during this debate if it were to happen. We're going to avoid it. I just want to, you know, talk about this particular situation. I think it's an interesting conversation that the community would like to see. And, you know, Alex can defend his points. Ethan can defend his points. I think it would be excellent. I mean, Ethan had a conversation with Sensitive Society where he couldn't help himself but to smoke some stinky green beforehand and kind of embarrass himself because he did.
That seems like what he does most of the time, no? That'd be an interesting. I wonder if he'll take it though, because didn't he get like a little embarrassed? Dude, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna shit my pants. Didn't he get a little embarrassed in that conversation?
Didn't even know his own name.
I'm going to break this down, Oscar, and I need you to follow me. I need you to follow me.
You have 30
okay, I'm gonna put my.
Do I think I can make it to in front of the pizza place in time? Maybe. Like, do you want me to go upstairs and check on it, babe?
My my weed down, just to focus on you.
I'm gonna pick my weed up.
Whoa!
Smoke it.
You said that.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. Weed is kind of cringe. You know, I'm just being real with you guys.
What was the serial killer I brought up earlier? What was his name?
Dude, just put it down for like one stream. It's not that hard. You can do it. I believe in you. All right, I gotta get out of here before this gets too dark. Ethan, listen, it's gonna be okay, buddy. You just got it. You just got to exercise. As for Alex Rosen, if that thing about using real illegal materials is fucking real, then that's disgusting, and he deserves criticism for that. Regardless, once I do my interview
again, he got it like years ago, so. This like is what it is now.
With him, I'll definitely be asking him about that. Anyway, I'll see you all in tomorrow's video. Goodbye. And be sure to become a member. For $5 a month, they get the members.
Ooh, very big membership. $5 a month, baby. Put it in my balls. Very nice video. Hey, send this to Turkey Tom, dude. What do you think about that, dude? Oh, shit. Dude, that's fucking crazy. What do you think? Got those going on there? That's some decent. It's not, that definition's not really there. You know, could be a little better. Not too bad, though.
Could be a little bit better. We're getting there, dude. We're getting there, dude. We're gonna have the sleeper build. We're gonna come out with the sleeper build. What do you think about that, dude? What do you think about that? That's not even a good squat. I only squatted like 175 for 5 on front squats today. Like, it's nothing. We're going to be fucking diced. Look at those. Once we actually get some of the weight back, once we actually get the strength back, we're going to be fucking powerhouse out, dude. We're going to be fucking huge, dude. There it is, baby. Don't look at the left arm, but there it is, baby. Then you got a little bit of shreds in there. See, there's the lighting. It's all lighting, dude. They're actually much bigger. It's all the lighting. All right.